Welcome back to Chaos Corner. It's me. It's me. It's the GOC. I'll say that to say this because I tell it like it is. Fans, thanks for being here early on a Monday morning here on the Guardian of Chaos YouTube channel. Follow me on all social media platforms, and you know what they are, in real time at Big Daddy GOC on Twitter. And the GOC stands for the Guardian of Chaos. If you hit that profile link, that will knock you over to here, the mothership, Guardian of Chaos on YouTube. Follow me on Instagram at the Guardian of Chaos. The two accounts on Facebook, J Brony, yes, J Brony, and Prodigio Fidelis El Guardian in honor of my heritage. I'll say that to say this. Follow me on Truth Social at the Guardian of Chaos, on Gitter, on Gab, on Rumble, on Parler. I cover it all in the IWC, a one-man show, unique, unscripted, raw, live-to-tape concept, and nobody else is doing this in the IWC. So fans, thanks for being here. Like, subscribe, spread the word, tap that bell. This show right here that we're going to go over, if you've followed the channel, we have over 1.1 thousand videos uploaded here to the YouTube channel. From the Chaos Corner podcast to obviously all the retro reviews that I do and the live-to-tape watch-alongs from every major organization, whether it be the WWE, AEW Dynamite every Wednesday night, MLW, the NWA, New Japan, Impact, Ring of Honor. I cover it all in the IWC. So I want to thank you fans for being here. We're going to run down the analytics and how this channel is growing. We've only really been posting over the last 2 years, and it's been unbelievable. Over 175 videos in the last 3 months. This is reality TV. This is a reality show, sports entertainment, pro wrestling, a podcast, whatever you want to call it. There's nobody else that's doing it here in the IWC. So kick back, relax, grab a coffee, a water, a beverage. I'm a little amped up. I'm glad to be back here with you guys. I will be here Wednesday, live to tape, pushing out the AEW Dynamite review. And just for my fans out here there on YouTube, I will be on tomorrow night on the PWZ podcast with the Professor, Rick Del Santo, live. And don't forget that on Mondays and Tuesday nights, tonight and tomorrow night, I also moderate for Jesse the Heel on Chi-Town Smart on YouTube, as well as I moderate for my buddy Hollywood and Comic Book Bob over at the Wrestling Council, the Wrestle Council, if you will. So I feel like somebody just grabbed my cojones right there. My voice went up about 4 or 5 octaves. That's right, been 100 since day one. So, guys, let me have a cup of the cappuccino. You see we're kicking it in a lounge here. Looking outside. It's a little chilly here in the tri-state New England northeast corridor. And first, let me give a big thanks and a shout-out to my buddy over at sweetheal.com. And that would be Mr. Hempel-Stilskin, Sweet Heel CBD. There isn't a day that there's a day that I go without it or don't go without using the CBD products. Everything from balms to tinctures to lotions. If they use the promo code CHAOS, you'll get 25%. And I'm not getting paid for any of this. It's my boy. I endorse his product because it works. I don't attach my name to anything unless it works. That's why what you get here on this Chaos Corner podcast with the Guardian of Chaos, yeah, that's me. Relatable information, no rambling, and this is what you can understand here in the IWC. I don't put out anything. There's a lot of guys out there that I listen to that are in my network, that I follow, that I respect and admire. Of course, I just said the Professor Rick Del Santo at PWZ Podcast. And then there's the number one fucking podcast on YouTube, and that would be JD from New York and Off the Script. And of course, my OG buddy Don Tony, and yes, Joe Cronin as well. Those are the top podcasts in the little circle of people in this area that really push out accurate entertainment and information. No bullshit, and they tell it like it is. Kind of like the GOC, and that's why I follow those guys. Yeah, I listen to Cornette, but I can't stand his politics bullshit. With all that being said, I want to give thanks to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And if it wasn't for him, all things are possible through him, and I certainly wouldn't be here if you know my history. So let me have another sip of the cappuccino. The channel's growing, but I'm here to give you the good, the bad, and the ugly of what's going on in the Guardian of Chaos. I tell it like it is. We keep it real. That's what we do here. A big shout out again, since we're doing all these shout outs, to my home, to my buddies at the Paradise Forum, Paradise Alley Pro Wrestling, all my family. I'll be back. And speaking of Paradise Alley Pro Wrestling, April 30th at the PAPW training facility here in the Constitution State, in the shadows of Titan Towers. April 30th, point blank, Paradise Alley Pro Wrestling. And then there's a big show on the horizon, a huge show on the horizon. Follow Paradise Alley Pro Wrestling on all social media platforms. June 29th, here in the Nutmeg State, at the Cadillac Ranch, the legendary Cadillac Ranch. June 29th, Paradise Alley Pro Wrestling will be at the Cadillac Ranch. Yours truly will be there, along with the Paradise 4, Big Steve Tracy, Paul Perez, Mario Mancini, and Paul Roma. And we will be live on Fight TV that night. That's right, Fight TV. So fans, let me just go through what's happening here on the YouTube channel. This is our third show of trying to follow the analytics to see how we're growing, to see what we're doing. We don't want any distractions. We don't want any copyrights. So that's why I will continue to ramble. I could do this for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, an hour, 5 hours, 24 hours, for a whole week. And that's what makes it unique, unscripted, and a one-man show. So let's get off. Let me get off my soapbox. We're over 7 minutes in here. I'll put this up today as a premiere, and you guys can have some fun with it. I'm here for you. Not only because of my passion and dedication towards this, over 50 years as a mark, a fan, and I'm damn proud of it. And my over 3 decades in the industry, in the business as a professional wrestling manager. A lot of people, oh, you get rid of that stuff when you're a teenager. It's fake. It's scripted. I challenge any one of you to get into a ring, go to a training facility. The physicality, the demanding schedule, what you time away from your family, what you do in this business, the career-ending injuries, being a stuntman. I challenge any one of you out there who sit there and throw daggers at the GOC about what I'm doing and why I do it. I'm not asking for money. I'm not behind a paywall. I'm not on Patreon. I'm not asking for super chats. I'm not looking to be monetized. None of the above. I'm here out of passion as a stress reliever because this is my passion. Whether you go to a play, a movie, a game, whatever it is, this is the same thing as pro wrestling in reality. And that's what it is, and that's why I'm here. And if you don't like it, change the channel, because I'll be here for as long as time goes on. And with wars, rumors of wars, famine, politics, religion, biblical prophecy, Planet X, racial division, everything that's going on, inflation, everything that you could think of that's going on in this country right now in 2022. We're here in April of 2022. You guys understand, and that's why I'm here. Keep your eyes up to the sky. Keep repenting, being the best person that you can be. We're all human. Remember, Jesus died for us on the cross. We've been repaid. Our souls are and our sins are forgiven. Be the best person you can, and we're all good, man. Don't worry about anything. Live your life. Do critical, independent thinking. Do your own research. Don't listen to the mainstream or rely on anybody else, because it comes down to you, your family, your community, and like-minded individuals. And I'm serious about all this. So let me get off that soapbox. I know I'm bouncing all over the place here in the first 10 minutes. Let's get on to what's really important. The analytics, baby. So we're going to compare the first 2 shows. The first show we did, I believe, was on February 28th, March 1st, thereabouts on a Monday. The second show we did on the analytics and what's happening here on the Guardian of Chaos YouTube channel was on March 28th on a Monday. And here we are on April 18th on a Monday. So we're going to go through the last 28 days. We'll go through the demographics all the way back to when we started doing this. We're going to try to do it once a month and keep everybody updated. And not just for you, but for me. So in the last 28 days, we've had 16.3 thousand views. Okay, 1.3 thousand returning views compared to the previous month where we had 20.5 thousand views with 1.4 thousand returning viewers. And when we first started keeping track of the analytics here, because I owe it all to Brandon Thurston over at Chaosnomics, he's really gotten me into that and the analytics part of the business, which I've been following now for a while on his channel. So big shout out, and I give props to the people that help me out. You see that, because it's not a competition against anybody else. This is here for me. One person, 5 people, 1 million people, that doesn't matter to me. Oh, Chaos, you're talking to yourself. What are you, crazy? What's wrong? I'm not talking to myself. I'm talking to you. So if we look at those, we went from 14,000 to 20.5 to 16.3 over these last 3 months that we've been keeping track of the analytics. So the bottom line is we're 5.2 thousand views more than usual. So that's a beautiful thing. We started off with total views on the first show, 97,000. Not bad. Remember, I know if you go back and research and you say we've been here since 2017, we haven't. I've uploaded 175 videos in the last 2 or 3 months. We started really picking up steam in 2020 and 2021. And now that we're on weekly, several times, 2 or 3 times, whatever it is a week, we're being consistent with the content and we're bringing people back. 5.2 thousand views more than usual. As I just said, the total views went from 97,000 to 112,000 to now we're up over 123,000 since we've been keeping track over the last 3 months of this. So pretty impressive. The watch time hours to begin with, we'll compare. When I go 1, 2, 3, that'll be the first show that we covered the analytics. You go back here on the channel, which was about February 28th, March 1st. The second, like I said, March 28th, and now here on April 18th. Watch time hours went on the first segment from 2:18. The second analytics preview show here, review show, if you want to say, the breakdown, if you will, 230 watch time hours and 201 as of April 18th. And I know that seems down for watch time hours, but it's 71 more than usual, so we'll go with that. And if you look at the total views, we're up. If you look at watch time hours, we're up more than usual. If you look at subscribers, we started off with plus 30. I think we're, I don't know, a little over 300 subscribers now. That's not a lot. We're looking to get 500 and then hopefully up to 1,000. We're trying to grow this thing. And no pun intended there for all you people thinking a little crazy out there. I know, I threw the comedy. What do you think how the change in the Guardian of Chaos, the change, the Oakleys, and being a little more relatable, but it's still a combination of the two. And this is, you see how it is now. You get to know me as a person. Besides just being in the business, the nuances. So subscribers to begin with, we were plus 30. Then we went to plus 34 in March at the end of the month. And we are still at here on April 18th at plus 27 subscribers. We're about 310. Let's grow this thing. Top videos, the Iron Sheik still rules the Guardian of Chaos channel, and you know the history. I was with the Sheik at a couple of different events, and then we spent a weekend on the same show, Jerry Springer out in Chicago, the Crowbar, the House of Blues, hanging out at, I forget the hotel, I don't know if it was the Marriott, whatever, in Chicago, downtown. What a time we had. His videos, and from the show Amazing Tales that we were on together with, as I've said before, if you follow the channel, Little Genie, Sweet Destiny from WCW, Anthony of the Pitbulls, Pitbull number 2, God rest his soul, the Sheik, myself. What a time, Amazing Tales. That's at 3.3 thousand views. The Missy Hyatt video, who I worked with on several shows. You know why everyone's watching Missy. 2.1 thousand views for Missy Hyatt. The Jim Cornette Goes Crazy video against where he was with the Pitbulls and Public Enemy in that tag team match. He's got over 2,000 views on the shorts here on the Chaos Corner channel. Guardian of Chaos on YouTube. The Bruno Sammartino videos on the channel from the Vault of Chaos Chronicles. These are my personal videos with yours truly in them, where I took over for commissioner for Bruno Sammartino. His videos are up to over 1,000. Chaos dances, that would be me, the GOC, with Rikishi and Umaga from the Samoan Dynasty. Man, I owe a lot to those brothers. They've been good to me for over 35 years. Our video where we danced in the 6-man tag, or was a tag, with myself managing Umaga, Eki Fatu, and Rikishi against Russ and Charlie Haas with Purdy Curdy. One of the most legendary matches I've ever been involved with. One of the few times I've been a face. The night before in Patterson, New Jersey, it was myself and G.I. Johnny Graham and Corporal Punishment, the Mercenaries, against Rikishi and Umaga. Yeah, not one of my finer moments if you look at the video. It's here on the channel. So those are the top videos. Chaos Dances, that was an incredible night. Another video, over 1,000 views. Now, remember, this is all in the last 28 days. The video between Yokozuna, Jim the Anvil Neidhart, Jake the Snake Roberts, Julio Fantastico, and myself, where I took the snake in his 600-pound leg drop from Yoko. Again, not one of my... Why are those videos trending on the channel? I don't know. Do people want to see me get hurt? I thought you guys were fans of Chaos. Yeah, I know. I get it. I'm a little unruly. I'm a little grubby. It doesn't matter. We're in the lounge. Yeah, I've been working out a little bit. I know. Okay, and also, because of the women that I have been involved with in this business professionally, not personally. I have a wife. I'm married. She's beautiful. Let's not get crazy. Women that I've worked with, everyone from the infamous Tammy Lynn Sitch, Sunny, to Moolah and Mae Young, to Missy Hyatt, obviously, Sweet Jeannie, Little Destiny, Sweet Destiny, Little Jeannie, Brandy Wine. And before, you guys know I just screwed up there. You know what Bully Ray Dudley said to me back in 06, 07 when we were on a run against Bully Ray and Devon, Team 3D? It was myself and the Outcast Killers, Oman Tortuga and Diablo Santiago. I tell this story all the time, going for the NWA World Tag Team titles. Yeah, tables matches as well. Yeah, those, again, weren't one of my finer moments, and everyone seems to like those moments with the GOC. Bully Ray said to me back, Bubba Ray, whatever you want to call him, he's a pretty infamous guy, 2-time Hall of Famer, perhaps one of the greatest tag team wrestlers of all time, co-host on Busted Open Radio, Sirius XM, the #1 rated show. He said, give the Guardian of Chaos, or, Big Daddy, because I was 330 back then, 320. I'm about 225 now. You guys can see it, right? You've been seeing it. I've been flexing a lot lately. He said, give Big Daddy 6 spots, 7 spots, whatever, and he'll fuck up 5 of them. And I know I'm cussing. I don't like to cuss. I'm not supposed to cuss. I'm a Christian. And not only that, I got to put money in the tip jar for my granddaughter every time I cuss. So you guys get it. I fumbled a little bit. A lot of classic women's videos here, even current from PAPW folks. And you can see a lot of my broadcasting videos on here. Check out the videos. There's everything from entertainment to comedy to pro wrestling. You get it all here on the YouTube channel. Traffic sources, browse features, suggested videos, short feeds, YouTube search. To begin with, back when we first started this on the first analytics show, and this is the third, 41% were through browse features, and now it's at 50.8%. The suggested videos started off at 40%, and now it's at 29.8%. The analytics have really jumped. I noticed that through March, the numbers really went through the roof here, and we're staying consistent, but they dipped a little bit here in April, and I need you guys to help out because we're putting out so much content on this channel. I don't think there's any other channel that puts out the content that I do. And at least recently, I'll say that to say this. I'm not competing with all the other guys. I get it. The suggested videos really dropped. The short feeds went from 6% to 6.9% to 6.5%. And the YouTube searches, I'm a little surprised at how low. 5.3% to 5.2 to 5.4% currently. And the top external sources, whether it be Samsung and Android, Facebook, Google, Reddit, Bing, At Samsung Android, for the external sources, we started off at 38%. We dipped to 34.9%. Facebook, we went from 19.5%. We are now up to 23.3%. On Google, we started off with 8%. We went to 7.4%. Now we are at 5.8%. So that is what it is. Reddit, 8% to 8.2 to currently at 7%. I don't want any copyrights. That's why you see me clicking on things on the big screen here in the lounge. And Bing has come out of nowhere at 4.7% for top external sources. YouTube searches that are bringing to my channel, what people are typing in, Jim Cornette. Again, I've worked with Corny on the same events probably a half dozen times, been able to pick his brain and talk to him and been invaluable. Again, I don't like his bullshit politics with Brian Last on the Cornette Experience and all that stuff, but I do listen to Cornette regularly. He's one of the big names or the people that I know that I've had a chance to be around that I do listen to their shows. I'd rather listen to guys like JD and Don Tony and the Professor and Salamonster and Cronin and guys like that I can relate to. Even though I worked with the big stars and I was in the industry, listen, a lot of these guys have been in the industry. Don Tony was in the industry doing things as a manager, as a broadcaster. He ran events. He ran a hotline. He's been around since the 90s, Don Tony. JD is definitely has the most followers, is the most legit right now, and have an impact like you wouldn't believe in this business. The PWZ podcast with the Professor, local, knowledgeable historian. That's why they call him the Professor. And of course, even Joe Cronin went to wrestling school at Kowalski's, I believe, who I had a chance to work with the Killer back in the day. God rest his soul, the legend. I wasn't happy about taking that double axe handle. And then to see the Killer jump around the ring like Kowalski used to do back in the day. Yeah, he was up in age. He was a 70-something-year-old. He's still kicking my ass that night. Even Cronin. So that's why I could relate to those guys around here in this area that put out good podcasts. There's a bunch of others that I follow, but those are the regular ones. And you become a critical, independent thinker, and you put your own thoughts together. But there's not anybody else doing this in the industry that's kind of got my background. I'll say that to say this. Let's get back to the analytics, because I'll ramble here all day. I want to get this up to you guys. So we said the YouTube searches, Jim Cornette, 14.7%. Butterbean at 2.3%, the old Butterbean. And Missy Hyatt at 1.1%. Those are just YouTube searches. A lot of people are finding this channel, but not through the easiest ways, and that's why the numbers here should be a lot higher. Although I'm happy, I'm blessed, I'm fortunate, because they are trending up in almost every category here. The top playlists, vintage matches, we're at 42% here on the channel because we have a lot of vintage matches, and we are now up to 57% on the top playlists. Rikishi, because of my history and the times we performed together, 21% is now dropped down to 11.3%. I'm not happy about that. The classics went from 21%, because I haven't really posted classic bouts lately, from my own Chaos Corner, the Vault, the Chronicles, only at 10%. The average view duration, which isn't a lot on many people's platforms unless you go live. I don't go live. I am live to tape. I will be live eventually. Live to tape. Unique concept. Nobody else is doing it. And I put it up as if it was live. The average view was 45 seconds. We bounced up to 1:30. That's only clicks, and we've dropped down now to a little less than a minute. But you know how the analytics work on that when people first get on. So let's get everyone, you guys are missing out. If you're only watching the first couple of minutes or the intro or the opening monologue or coming back and forth, you are missing out on so much on this channel as far as pure, raw reality entertainment. I mean, you just are. I know, look, right? I gotta really trim this bad boy down. Okay, what else do we have here? We have a lot of stuff going on at Chaos Corner. The top geographies. I always like this this category. And we'll go from the first show that we did, again, the third analytics show here on Chaos Corner, live to tape. Thanks for being here on a Monday. Here's the top geographies where Chaos Corner is represented, where a lot of my fans are coming from. We started off with 42.7% in the United States. Shouldn't that be at like 85%? We went to 43% on the second show, and we are up to 46.2%. So we're almost up to 50% of here in the U.S. that are watching the YouTube channel. It's trending up. I'm happy about it, but not nearly enough of what we should have here. I guess I'm hard to find because of the URL, the link, the description, whatever it is. Just punch in Guardian of Chaos. Hit those like buttons. Get me in the algorithm. Leave a comment. That's how you do it. So the USA is our #1 viewer, and we know what's going on in this country, and I pray for everyone out there, all of you. Coming in second place here is across the pond in the UK. My buddies over there in the UK. We started off at 4.8%. We stayed steady in the second show at 4.8%, and we have jumped up over in the UK at 6.4% viewers from the United Kingdom. India, big fans over there in India. They started off at 4.5%. We jumped up to 5.2%, and we are continuing to trend overseas, whether it be in the UK or India. We are at 5.7%. Even our boys, our cousins, whatever you want to call them, north of the border in Canada, Canada, they have their own problems up there socially. God bless you guys. 3.4% we started off in Canada. We dipped a little bit on the second analytics show to 3.3%, but we are trending in the Great North. We are up to 4.3%, my Canadian friends. Indonesia, we were at 2.4% and 2.6%. They have fallen off here on the Guardian of Chaos YouTube channel. And Australia, the land from down under, they certainly have their problems over there too. Holy cramoly. But the land from down under, we'll put a little shrimp on the Barbie, if you're allowed to by the government. 1.4%, they've jumped in out of nowhere. So welcome aboard, Australia. Here's another shocker. And it doesn't really matter. I mean, well, it does matter because we want to reach everybody. We're going to go by gender now. We started off here on the first analytics show with 79.5% male, overwhelmingly. That's obvious. But we had 20.5% of a female audience. In the second analytics show, we actually went up in the female demographic to 20.9%. Male still holding tight at 79% on that second analytics show. Here we are on the third analytics show on April 18th. 90.5%. The testosterone has come back to the Chaos channel. I don't know where it went, but 90.5% of men now watching the channel. And here's where I'm disappointed. I don't know why, because I'm not posting the female classic videos or the stars, the names, the legends that I worked with as females in this professional wrestling industry and sports entertainment, broadcasting. Because I've done it all. Performed with the women as manager, in the ring, taking bumps, commentary, interviews. I mean, managing. What haven't I done? They've dropped. They've gone from 20.9% here on the YouTube channel to 9.5%. 9.5%. Where did you all go? I know I'm married and I'm taken, and a lot of you maybe were watching because you thought I was single, but I'm loyal. I'm not. So we're down to 9.5% in the female audience. Ladies, girls, fans, come on back, man. Come on back to the channel. Unique viewers, you know that if you're following Chaos Corner and the GOC, Big Daddy, if you will, not Medium Daddy, you know that there will be unique viewers. We started off on that first analytics show at 14.6 thousand unique viewers. No copyrights here. That's why you continue to see me play with the technical things here at the Chaos Lounge. So we started off with 14.6 thousand unique viewers. The second show, which was on the end of the month, end of March, we jumped up to 15.9 thousand, almost 16,000 unique viewers. Now we have dipped a decent amount. We're at 13.4 thousand unique viewers as of April 18th, 2022. So let's trend that up. It's one of the things that did trend down. Female audience, unique viewers, although we're trending up in total views, top geographies and everything, even subscribers on this channel. So that's definitely what we're doing. Just about everything, including impressions, are really trending. And I went and I've checked out a lot of other channels just for ha-has, just to contrast and compare, like if you were going grocery shopping. A lot of people have been out there doing regular podcasts with all the different editing and screens and music and guests and co-hosts and all kinds of videos and information, have less total views than the GOC. May have a lot more subscribers, a lot of people out there, but again, we are not competing against anyone else. We're here for you and for me. So that's the positive here at the channel. We always look at the cup half full, the cappuccino. So that's where we are, unique viewers. Here's another interesting demographic that I always like to put out there for you fans. We're over 30 minutes in here, but we're about ready to wrap it up. And I appreciate everyone being here. But trust me when I tell you that. This makes me feel fantastic. So I hope I'm providing an escape or a distraction for you guys temporarily. The demographics. We already went by countries and gender and everything else you could think of. Videos. We're going to go to the demos. Let's start with the age group of 13 to 17. We started off with 0%. Here in almost the end of April, we were still at 0% in the 13 to 17 demographic. The 18 to 24 demo, we started off at 12.7%. We trended up to 13.5% with all the young viewers out there, but we have dropped to 12.6% in the 18 to 24 demographic. The 25 to 34 demographic age group seems to be our strongest here on the channel. I'm a little surprised by that. We went from 25.5% to 27.2% to currently here we are 27.4% in the 25 to 34 demographic. The 35 to 44 demo, we started off at 15.9%. I know I'm throwing a lot of numbers out at you. We really jumped up in that demo to 35 to 44 in the second show. We went up to 27.2% from 15.9. We are currently a little dip at 26.4% in that demographic. The 45 to 54 demographic, we started off at 14.4%. We trended up to 15.3%, and we're still trending in that demo at 16.2% currently. The 55 to 64 demographic, we started off at 5.2%. Strong shot through the roof, believe it or not, from 5.2 to 13.2%. And we are holding strong right now on April 18th in the 55 to 64 demographic at 13.1%. And then we have the 65 plus demographic here on the YouTube channel. We were at 0% when we first started. In the second analytics show here, Chaosnomics we'll call it, we went up to 5.1%. Currently here on April 18th, we have dipped to 4.2% in the 65 plus demographic. Because I am the over 50 demo god, the old man brand, if you will. Let's just see where I am. What's my strongest demographic? The weakest, obviously, is 13 to 17. Maybe I'll start putting up like we did in rock and wrestling and cartoons, and put up some good videos from there that would be relatable to capture the younger audience as we go on. Our strongest demographic to date is definitely the 25 to 34 age group, with the 35 to 44 age group right behind. So between 25 and 44 is my strongest demographic, holding steady at about 27%. Then after that, it's close to the old man brand. The 45 to 54 is at 16.2%. So not bad. And even the 55 to 64 at 13%. So we're capturing the 18 to 24, all the young stars that are in the business. What I like to call, what are they, Generation Z? Is that age group, Generation Z? 12.6%. I'll take that for a guy who's, I'm the old man brand. I've already said it 5 times. And I know this cappuccino's got me banging. That's a good thing. Of course, you got to hydrate. So fans, friends, followers, faithful, thanks for being here. We covered everything, I think, from demos to unique viewers, gender, top country and geographical numbers, the average view duration, top playlists, YouTube searches, the top external sources, traffic sources, impressions, subscribers, watch time hours, our top videos. We've gone over the last 28 days, total views. Very impressive for me from where I'm coming from, since this channel's in its infancy and we're really kicking it out there, but just about everything is trending up. And so we'll keep continuing to push the content, and we'll continue to come back and do this particular show probably once a month, thereabout, every 28 days, 20 to 28 days. But I've had a lot of fun doing this, and I'm glad to be able to bring this content to you. Stay strong, stay steadfast, stay with your faith. That's all we have. Your faith, your family, your friends, and those around you, and everything's going to be okay. Be prepared. Keep your head on a swivel. Be aware. Don't go in fear. Fear, we know what that means. False evidence appearing real. So walk in faith, not in fear. Enjoy your life, and just be prepared. Be aware. Don't panic, and keep calm. And everything in life, whether it's work, career, home life, what's going on in the world, current events, entertainment, whatever it is that you're doing. So I will be moderating, as I said, these next couple of nights. I will be here Wednesday, live to tape for an AEW Dynamite watch along. Well, it's not really a watch along. By the time I put it out there, I'm live, but I am taping it. But I'm live when I'm taping it, right? All right, guys. Thanks for being here. Let me just bow out here, fade out. We're going to fade to black, and continue to watch us, because we have all kinds of content on the channel. So remember, follow me on all those social media platforms. And I'll say that to say this, because I tell it like it is. Don't you dare miss it.